Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Okay, in case y'all do hear it, please excuse the music in the background. I'm going to do the best I can to speak over it. My neighbors, for a good while, I've been trying to wait for them to stop before doing your reading, but I don't want to get in too late before we do your reading, so let's get into it. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Okay, Gemini. Bear with me for a minute because you already know that I don't like seeing the cards before they are placed. This, not this one. Side message. Side message. Wait. This is not. Not it. So this is, okay, current energy, present moment. Wait, so what is it? Main or side? Side. Wait. Not it. This is upcoming weeks. This. So wait, main or side? Don't need it. Alright, so these down here are your side messages, but we're not going to get into that until after the main reading. That being said, you have 9 of Fire, Love, Queen of Air, 6 of Water, 10 of Water, Perception, Queen of Earth, and Ace of Earth. See, this is why I don't like looking at the cards before I replace them, because then it feels like there's some level of bias, but at the same time, when I'm not looking, it's more of spirit guiding me than me if you're picking and choosing the cards. Because Gemini, 9 of fire, perception, 10 of water, and 6 of water. These are 4 cards that were also in, who was it, Virgo's reading. So if you have Virgo placement somewhere, you might also want to look into that reading as well. Yeah, because they have 4 out of 8 of the same cards. I'm not someone who believes in coincidences. Anyway, let's get into your reading. With you moving in the energy of the 9 of Fire, you may be embracing yourself more, seeing the true and total value of yourself. Some of you may be loving on yourself more, knowing your worth, and actually matching that energy. Like, if you know you're someone worth more than what you're getting, you're going to start asking what you're worth. If you know what you bring to the table, what you have to offer in a relationship, if you know that you are someone that's mature and have a mature mindset and ready to settle down, or you're an effective communicator, it's like you're looking at all your skills, all your qualities that you carry within you. Instead of downplaying yourself, you're acknowledging where you're at and moving accordingly instead of settling for less or accepting less. Now, the people in your environment, if there are people around you, they may be encouraging and embracing it, because you have the love card here. I don't know, for some of you Gemini, this may be long overdue, because it's coming across where they're showering you with love, like it's about time you embrace yourself, or this is what I've been saying for years, like if you have people around you, what you're now seeing in yourself, they've seen in you for months, years, for some people for as long as they've known you, and you just never accepted it or took it to heart. Now, for those of you who don't have people around you, like if you have very limited friends, or if you don't really talk to your family members like that, in that case, it's more of you're embracing yourself and seeing yourself through loving eyes, and giving yourself more care. It's like what you used to seek out in others, for someone to give you attention, someone to love on you the way you want them to. It's like you're doing that for yourself. You're providing yourself with all the love and acceptance and attention you need. The same way you was looking for it in somebody else, you're now looking for it in yourself. I don't know, that may be why honestly, it may be reinforcing you moving in and accepting and embracing who you are. Okay, this is weird. I would have thought the Queen of Air would have been your strength, but coming up as a weakness. And I keep on hearing, leave your emotions out of situation. Now, Gemini, you are an air sign, so unlike water signs, you're not known to be overly emotional, but I don't know, it comes across as like when you are emotional about something, it's for a valid reason. That's how the energy is presenting. I don't know why it's coming up as a weakness for you. You don't know how to detach your emotions from a situation. Wait. Let me just first see if this actually is 100%. Okay, no. Spirit has to correct me. It's more of like you're at an emotional handicap. And I don't mean to be rude or insensitive to anybody, but you may be the one thinking for someone else to leave their emotions out of a situation. You're aware of how the emotions affect the decision making, but you don't let your emotions play you. you somehow you're the type of person where somehow you keep them in check, which at times, but it's coming across the way this is also showing up as your weakness. Is because if you come up against somebody who isn't as emotionally controlled as you are, and they let their emotions run the show, you will come to an analytical decision that makes logical sense, but at the same time, it may not always work out to your best benefit. It's the quickest, simplest way to resolve a situation, even if it may cost you something. It's not to say you're self-sacrificing, it's just, it's not worth it to put up with someone who doesn't control their emotions. So yeah, I understand how it's coming up as a weakness, because even if the other person can't control their emotions, that shouldn't affect your decision making, because they can't, if you communicate coherently or effectively, that shouldn't affect your decision making, but for some reason it is. I'm not saying it's true for everyone you deal with, it's just, it may be one person in particular, or whenever you deal with someone who's not as emotionally controlled as you, you're still logical, you're still rational, you're still in complete control, but you don't mind, for lack of better words, sacrificing or letting go of certain things. For some of you, y'all may even take it as far as relinquishing control of a situation for the sake of coming to a reasonable and logical conclusion where all sides are satisfied, but at the end of the day, it's not exactly fair on your part. I don't know, Gemini comes across as you entertaining someone having a temper tantrum just to get them to shut the fuck up, just to get them to pipe down and put their emotions back in the box. Okay, I'm moving on from this one. In your present moment, you may be faced with a situation that's requiring you to have more patience, more self-control, and being emotionally compassionate towards. So, for lack of better words, now I especially see how it's showing up as your weakness. If in your present moment you're being faced with a situation that's more emotional than analytical or logical, that requires more of an emotional input than mental contribution, you're being asked to have more patience, more emotional resolve. Sorry about that, Gemini. But what I was saying is, yeah, now I remember. You may need to learn how to have a softer touch. That's not to say be more of someone who expresses your emotion, but more kind of, how best I can say it. I don't know. Whatever it is, it may be a situation that you're not used to dealing with. It may make you uncomfortable. And for some of you, it may be something that can no longer be avoided. Like, some of you may have been avoiding the situation just because of the emotional aspect of it. Alright, either which way, It's coming across, don't be scared if you make a mistake. Don't be scared if there are a few setbacks. Because again, Gemini, if this feels like this is something either new or unsettling for you, and it's requiring you to take a brand new approach, yeah, just accept the fact that you're going to make a mistake. It's easiest to learn through trial and error. Walk away when need be and regroup when you feel like you got it figured out. Nope. The last thing Spirit's trying to have me say with this card is, if you do need to walk away, recalibrate or regroup before you can come back, reconvene with another person or group to, yeah, for some of you, discuss what you've been putting off. Just remember to have patience with yourself. And you may want to avoid doing this, like coming to a compromise or agreement that may not work in your best interest simply to appease the emotions of another person, or so you don't have to deal with them outright. Anyway, based on the current energy that came out for you so far, there are one of three paths or courses of action you can take based on the current energy that came out. The first being the 10 of water. Yeah, you may be coming to terms with yourself. Okay. You may be moving in and embracing your energy and embracing your current energy. It's like following the natural rhythm of your life, but at the same time, it's like but yeah, at the same time, it feels like you're imposing self-restrictions and limitations on yourself, Gemini. And you may not necessarily be aware of it. Alright. I'm having a hard time putting in the words. I'm just going to show you what Spirit I'm just going to tell you what Spirit is showing me. Because water is naturally flowing. Water is naturally flowing and goes in any given direction. It can flow in different directions, but basically what they're showing me is like a river flowing downstream at a rapid pace. Sometimes so fierce, slow other areas so fierce, splashing like rapid water, and you keep on hearing it. You can't get to where you're going by always flowing nice and easy. Sometimes you have to splash outside of your boundaries to ensure you make it to your destination. So Gemini, what Spirit's trying to say is that you're comfortable where you're at. You're comfortable in embracing who you are as you know in transit, and seeing what everybody's already seen in yourself, but in a sense it still limits you. Yeah, in a sense it still limits you because you're okay with who you are with how you communicate, how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you behave. You're okay with that, which allows you to be a little more dismissive towards any emotional conversations. And you have a lack of concern, we have to let go of something or give something on your side just to come to a peaceful, calm, civil resolution. But with the Ten of Water, I don't know. In a way, it's kind of saying it's okay to color outside the lines, to move past your limitations. Yeah, move past your self-imposed limitations. Embrace the emotional aspect and the role they play. Don't take the bait of feeding into someone else's issues, but at the same time, it's coming across as you see how someone else is moving, you understand how they're moving, and they're approaching it from more emotional angle. Should it affect your decision making? No, because at the end of the day, yeah, I'm hearing you deserve every penny you get. So everything that you have, everything that you worked for, everything you maintained, it's coming across where you shouldn't have to let it go. If you don't already, I'm hearing trust your intuition to know how to navigate and move through a situation accordingly. Don't rely solely on logic to see you through. Yeah. Your intellect and intuition is a much greater strength. And I say I gotta give it to you, Gemini. I gotta say it, Gemini. This reading comes across more as where you rely on your intellect and knowledge and wisdom more than your intuition. Anyway, your second choice or course of action, you have perception. You're seeing, I like that phrasing. You're seeing things through a clear lens. It's like your mind is a Rubik's Cube. No matter how scrambled or complicated a situation may seem, you see it from every angle, and it's like you solve a problem with ease. What takes somebody 10 to 20 moves, you can probably solve it in half the time or half the moves. Now, if you resonate with this card, I would not. It comes as no surprise if you piss a few people off with that. Because the way it's coming off is that you see what others can't. But with perception here, it's time to apply that to yourself. And see the aspect that you're missing. I'm hearing what makes you better than everybody else is that you know how to navigate any given situation at any given time without stressing out. But it's time to apply that strength to yourself. Look at yourself through another's lens. What serves as your strength, what's holding you back, what's complicating an issue on your end more than need be. So yeah, with perception here, you're being asked to look inward instead of outward. And lastly, you have the Queen of Earth as your last course of action or path that you can take. Yeah, this isn't. See, I would like to say this isn't you, but at the same time, the energy is coming off as you. The Queen of Earth is someone who's nurturing, motherly. In a sense, she does teach through lessons, but at the same, she doesn't coddle on baby. But at the same time, she doesn't coddle on baby. She teaches lessons in a healthy and respectful manner. But Gemini, this is you, but at the same time, it's not. And what I mean by that is that you may be someone that other people around you may look up to for guidance and wisdom, but it's like, I'm just going to say it how it's coming across. You lack emotion. You show signs that you care, but you lack the nurturing aspect to fully convey that message through your words and your actions. Same as when you're trying to teach someone in a nurturing, guiding way. You fall short because it comes off a little overly critical, slight judgmental. It comes across where you're the type of person to provide instructions and walk away, leave them to their own devices, and expect them to figure it out, instead of sitting beside them and working through the problem until assistance is no longer necessary. So Gemini, for those of you who may resonate with this path or course of action, if you have somebody in your life that looks up to you and that comes to you you may believe yourself to be the Queen of Earth, someone who's responsible, caring, instill some level of discipline and self-reliance. The way you see it does not match how the other person is receiving it. Yeah, I'm hoping for more information once I do the clarification. But lastly, no matter what path or course of action you choose or resonate with, you have the Ace of Earth for the upcoming weeks where you are having a new beginning. You may be taking a leap of faith towards something. No, not a leap of faith towards something. More if you're preparing to start something new. Do you have all the details yet? Not quite. Or you have a basic guideline of what your next course of action will be and when to start. And I know, I keep on hearing something about boundaries. Gemini, you may be working on something that has a time limit, because I can't say if this time limit is self-imposed or not, but you're creating boundaries within yourself when it comes to structuring your life as far as what it is that you're preparing to start, and managing it with the rest of your responsibilities, but at the same time creating boundaries from within yourself regarding how you should and should not respond to specific situations. Yeah, if it's not worth your time and energy, don't do it. But at the same time, how can you let something die before it even? Yeah, how can you let a situation die before even giving it a chance to grow and see where it may lead you? So yeah. If you're starting something new, you may be developing a brand new approach for how you do things. Oh, this is so weird. Can we please clarify for Gemini? Alright, anything else for Gemini? Can we please clarify? To make a little bit more sense of this. Anything else? Wait. Yeah, take these two. Alright, real quick, because I do not like to see before they're placed. This goes, wait, goes where? Earth, air, fire, water. Okay, which one? Which water? The 6 or the 10? Thank you. Not it. Where? So where do you want to see one thing air? Oh. It relates to Queen of Air, but it's 5 message. This is not it. Take this perception. Wait. This is a... I can leave the rest. Okay. So let's see, for 6 of air, 6 of water, you have 3 of swords. Okay, for whatever it is you've been putting off, it's been weighing on you for a long time. Yeah, this is something that's been unavoidable. It may be something that you refuse to talk about. Or deal with. It's probably why you'd rather leave the emotional aspect out of a situation or conversation. Yeah, I'm here to keep your emotions to yourself. But anyway, for the 3 of swords to be clarifying 6 of air, Yeah, you want to communicate freely, but you don't want to walk away. You want to get it over and done with. It's kind of like you're trying to rush the process. You want to collaborate, but you don't want to communicate. You want to speak freely, but stop your emotions from spraying all over the place. So how exactly do you want to handle this How do you want to handle this, Gemini? Because all I know is the energy that's coming up for both these cards together is that there's no way around this. There's no more avoiding it for a so-called peaceful resolution or your idea of a peaceful resolution. Whatever you've been avoiding or putting off, for some of you, running away from, it may be time for you to come back and face it. I don't know, that may be something you're not ready to deal with. And again, probably why you just want to give the other person what they want and not just to appease them. Yeah, because coming off as you don't even want to deal with your own emotions. So if you are doing this in the present moment, it's not so much you don't want to deal with their emotions, but it's more so you don't want to deal with your own for how you feel about the situation. You know how to keep your emotions separate, but you don't want to deal with it at all. This is a twist I did not see. As for your past requests of actions with the Ten of Water, you have the Three of Pentacles. It may be time to come together, collaborate, and communicate with those around you. You're hard at work working on yourself and improving your vision as you see fit. Well, improving how you see yourself. But you're with the Three of Pentacles here, if you're being asked to communicate in the physical, meaning the people that are around you, the same people that are encouraging you and loving on you because you're starting to see what they see, it's time to bring it back to them. And communicate on what you could be doing better. Yeah, helping to clear up your blind spots. Because like I said, with Ten of Earth, even though you're embracing and moving in your energy, you still have your self-imposed restrictions and limitations. So with the help of the people around you, you may be able to see what it is you don't see. And I got a feeling what I said regarding the present moment about you not wanting to deal with your own emotions. For some of you, that may fit into the category as well. You either don't want to or don't know how to deal with your own emotions. You can leave them out of the situation, but you don't know how to deal when they do come up. Now, anyway, if you resonate with perception, you have the Knave of Pentacles. Right, for this deck, the Knave is the Prince, Princess, and Page. But it corresponds directly with the the element. So in this situation, you're understanding the flow of energy, what you put. I have not heard it said like this before. You're understanding the flow of energy and the influence it plays, but in terms of perception, what you put out is a reflection of how you feel on the inward, or how you view yourself on the inward. So basically, how you're handling the situation, the way you talk, the way you address another person, you understand it's a reflection of your own energy and how you view things internally, which may actually be causing you to self-reflect and analyze how you respond to a given situation, what on your side is slowing down or affecting the outcome, or stopping you from reaching a peaceful resolution that's fair for all parties. What on your aspect, what on your side is not being done well or could be done better. You're understanding that what you're putting out is a reflection of what's going on in your inward, and you're taking time to go within and analyze that based on that realization. Now, this is interesting, with the Queen of Earth, you have the Magician here. Interestingly enough, you're manifesting a brand new you. I'm not going to say something happened, because that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but some way, somehow, you're trying to manifest, for lack of better words, an alternate reality. One that's more aligned with what it is you're currently thinking and feeling. But in terms of the Queen of Earth, like I said, you're caring and nurturing, but it doesn't come across to the next person as you saying what you're saying or doing what you're doing because you care, because you want to help them, support them, guide them. It doesn't come across as from a place of care and concern. They know you care about them. They know it's because you're concerned and want to be supportive. It's just missing the caring energy or supportive energy. You see it through your actions, but not through your... Anyway, with the Magician here, if you're not aware of that already, if you're not aware of that already, you're becoming aware of it. That what you're trying to portray is not matching up with the actions you take. So it's kind of like you're stepping into the energy of a more caring and nurturing role. You're maintaining the same actions, but you're shifting your energy overall to match, to fall more under the Queen of Earth, where in the words of Spirit, I know I care, and so do you. The lessons I provide, the instructions, you seek. I deliver from the bottom of my heart. I speak with compassion and concern from a place of understanding. I set healthy limits that you may cross when you're ready. So yeah. You may be trying to manifest a healthier connection where your mental, emotional, spiritual are lined up, where no one has to doubt or question your motive, your intentions, the emotional backing of your actions. It all becomes clear as present day. So there's no calling into question that you are the queen of earth, someone who's caring, nurturing. I'm hearing you do it because you love me. So yeah. For those of you who resonate with this path or course of action and it's a little bit concerned, it may take some time, but you're shifting your energy to match that more of the Queen of Earth, slowly but surely. And lastly, you have the Ace of Earth, clarified by the Ten of Chalices. Oh dang, already up to 47 minutes. Okay. Whatever it is with the starting... Okay, for some of you it is starting over, but starting anew, you're working towards something new, creating healthier boundaries within yourself of how you're going to respond to a situation, gathering the preparations you need. It may not be right away, but Gemini, it comes across where you're okay with that, because whatever it is, whether it be with a person or a situation overall, it's going to lead to emotional fulfillment. For some of you, I'm hearing restore a family unit. So if you feel like there's been a few burnt bridges, you may be taking the time to do the repair work. And starting over. But you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Healthy, yeah, this has to be family related. I'm still hearing healthy family connections. Knowing and overseeing your boundaries. And playing through the pain. Yeah, Gemini, for some interactions, sometimes you have to be more emotionally expressive, and even when it hurts, still take a chance on a situation. Still take a chance in being emotionally expressive, even if it hurts, or if you feel like it's not going to lead to a benefit. Even if you think it's not going to lead to a positive outcome, because so far you've been moving like you use your intelligence to get a positive outcome, regardless of what you have to let go of. But with Ace of Earth clarified by the Ten of Chalices, whether the outcome is positive or not, you're gonna, I'm hearing be more emotionally vulnerable, but overall it doesn't feel like it doesn't come across as any responses are going to be negative. You may think it, but so far with reading I haven't seen it. But anyway, as far as your side message, you have the Eight of Earth, Four of Water, Wisdom, and the Seven of Fire, along with the Devil and Strength. Starting with these four, Yeah, someone is telling the truth as they see fit. Yeah, I'm just gonna say how the energy is coming across. Someone's telling the truth and cutting through the bullshit as they see fit, and maybe leaving a nasty taste in their mouth, like undesirable, disrespectful. That there's a time and place to speak up, and I don't know. Looking back, that maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. Handle the situation, move in silence, but. So, yeah, this might be you, Gemini. I was thinking it might have been better to keep your mouth shut about something because what was said was disrespectfully ugly, hateful, undesirable. Not everything needs to be seen and heard. And yeah, whether you're saying this out loud or thinking it, it comes across more of where you're thinking on an internal level. It might be gaining you a certain level of attention that, but you may be taking it personally, like, you know how when somebody says something inappropriate and everybody just stops and stares, like, did you really just say that? That's how the energy is coming across. Why you looking at me like that? What I say, what I do. But that's how you're perceiving it. And you may need to go with your intuition on this one instead of your mind. Because your mind is probably what's leading you to seek validation, and that it's okay to say what you said, even though it wasn't the most appropriate. So yeah, this may be referring to when you speak from the heart instead of the mind. Because for someone to be this self-conscious about what it is they say usually happens when you speak from the heart instead of the mind. Now with the devil and his strength be here, yeah, I'm hearing take a risk, I dare you. You may think you're engaging in risky and reckless behavior again. But have the determination and commitment to see something through. So yeah. If you allow yourself the freedom, or at least give yourself more room to speak freely, even though you know how to leave your emotions out of the situation, but if you learn how to speak with your emotions and communicate from an emotional space, have the strength to see it through and not double back on and walk back with something you said or did because you think you're being inappropriate, reckless, impulsive, like you're getting ahead of yourself, like doing something you shouldn't be. Yeah, I just keep on hearing have the strength to commit and not take it back because you think you were in the wrong. Yeah, I'm also hearing the last thing that we've heard before I put it down. The strongest thing a person can do is do something that goes against Yeah, the strongest thing a person can do is go against their learned behavior. Especially when that behavior doesn't serve to benefit them. But anyway, Gemini, this is what I have for you. I do hope you enjoyed the reading, or at least gained some insight from it. If you did, please do hit the like and subscribe button, as there will be more videos to come. That being said, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye, Gemini.